Alright, another haul video. As you can probably tell by the lighting, I'm doing a bunch of these because these are a bunch of small hauls, so I'm just knocking them out, and yeah, and then they'll go out on different days. I know I've said this in the other videos, so I apologize, but just, I don't know, just kind of a heads up, a little behind the scenes. Yeah, doing a couple of these smaller ones back to back to back, and then, yeah, I think I'm just repeating myself at this point, and I'll be releasing them, I don't know what days, at this point. So, welcome to a Barnes & Noble crafty haul. Again, small, but I was excited about it and I wanted to go ahead and share it. Now, as you can see, mostly in frame here, besides Tommy here, the dinosaur, just watching over what I'm doing, is a day-by-day calendar. And the reason I'm including this in the haul, not only because I just have the three things that I got, I plan to use this, you always have ideas, right? I have like 5 different journal ideas rotating in my head most times when I'm out looking for stuff. Have I started any of them? No, but I have gotten stuff at various times for the different journals that I, in theory, hopefully at one point will make. So this I feel like could be used for a lot of different things. I'm thinking even my art journal, this would be good to use for. I love the art style of the coloring and everything. This is, I can't remember what the artist is, or who does these. Oh, there we go. Mental health advocate Kate Allen. So my brother had this calendar, day-by-day calendar, a few years ago, and that's how I learned about hers. I think I saw on Instagram people have at one point came across my feed posting these. But it's a very, daily affirmation and mindfulness, which is, never, is always a good thing. Not never. I was going to say never a bad thing is what I was going to say. I interrupted myself. And like, here's an example of one of them right here. Your feelings are all there for good reason. You make sense. And I love animals. Again, I like the art style. I think I'm just over-explaining myself. Yeah, you're perfect as you are. So I'm going to take this to work and then save probably every page, to be honest. And what's nice is I can easily, trim this part off. Although I guess, no, I guess I don't have to necessarily have that. Because I just, I want the image. But yeah, again, I think I'm just over-explaining this. It's a day-by-day calendar, and yeah, it was half off. So I think this was $9. So usually I don't like to pay too much for calendars. And even, yeah, but yeah, anyway, I'm rambling a bit about that. So I thought I would include that because I hope to use that in my artisan journal this year at some point. And so, the next 2 things, the bottom book I will show off in a minute. That's going to be last, so I'm going to put it over here. So the book on top, I feel like I saw someone show this off at some point, or maybe I looked at it at Barnes & Noble at one point, but it wasn't the cheaper price. I think it's their, used to be bargain books, and now they call it the book annex, I think. And this is just like me in a book. Like, I mean, I've always, since I was a kid, loved animals, loved nature. We were not a super outdoorsy, active family, though. I don't even know if I've actually ever been on a hike, now that I think about it. But I've been in, various places in nature. We used to go to parks a whole lot, free, and play on the playground and run around and stuff like that. So they had a good, probably 4 or 5, I'd say roughly, different themes of this book. This one, again, over 500 unique stickers. So another, I love stickers, of course. So, I showed off the Disneyland 500 sticker book that I got from Goodwill, and now here we are. So obviously you see this is the Flora, Fauna, Botanicals, and Bees sticker, color, and activity book, which is perfect because I want to do more coloring this year, get back into coloring. And yeah, and a nice, I love a hardback book, man. This is just, and this just feels well made. Who does this one? So originally it is MSRP for 20, and so it was on sale, I guess, basically for 12. Looks like printed or made in the UK, I'm thinking here. I see 2 different, oh, there we go. Here, maybe this is the people who make it. but explore the wonderful natural world with this curated collection of more than 500 exotic stickers, plus more than 50 pages of ecological coloring, word games, puzzles, and activities. Perfect for any sticker enthusiast. You need to, blah, blah, blah. So, if anyone would like to see this book in detail, definitely let me know. I really don't mind making a separate video. I'm just going to do like literally just kind of a quick flip through. I want to show a few, yeah, just examples, some of the activities, and then of course the pictures. Really pretty. Now, I'm not the biggest bee fan. I respect bees. They're very important to the environment. I don't like completely freak out when I see a bee like I did when I was younger. Usually, you know, you leave them alone, you know, they'll leave you alone type of thing. But so there's some bee stickers in here for sure. I mean, I did mention that. But what I love is I don't have a lot of like these types of stickers, these types of animals, you know, a lot of different woodland animals, and just, I mean, I've got sea ones, but oh, I think, are those goldfish? I was gonna say koi, but yeah, I think those are goldfish. There's just a really nice variety of animal stickers in here for sure. And then along with, looks like some, oh, what's this here? Is this like a recipe? Oh, infused syrups. Well, that's cool. Again, I just kind of quickly flipped through the book myself in the store, so I haven't gone through every page. Oh, that's fun. Connect the dots. I don't think this is perforated to where I could take. No, I mean, you know, I could tear out some of this stuff and maybe put it in a journal, but I'd have a hard time doing that with that. You know, I was taught as a kid, you know, obviously you treat books well and you don't mess with them and stuff. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Do a little more of an up close look here, and these are all paper stickers, but you know what, let's peel one. Let me see the quality. I feel like it's pretty decent, not super thick. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this in like probably the worst way here. Come on. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's pretty thin as I bend the page. I don't like that I did that, but let's not freak out about that. I like keeping my stuff nice and keeping my book's nice, but you know, I still feel like it's pretty decent quality. So, you know, again, paper stickers. So we got some more bees, we got butterflies, and then, oh yeah, and there's a few coloring pages in here, or at least that one anyway. Okay, this might be a little bit of the coloring section here. Stickers, then we've got the Arctic ones. I do like an Arctic fox, the orca. Yeah, just really nice variety of stickers in here. Oh, and then that's the sticker, which I won't be doing that, just because I would, you know, obviously want to use the stickers elsewhere. Oh, cute. I like these. I like the art style too. Oh, more flowers and bees. And then there's a couple of these. This caption this. So there's a raccoon one in here somewhere that I saw. I was flipping through before. Man, it's already 8 minutes. I can just talk and talk and talk. Man. Flowers, flowers, bees. Oh wow, these are really pretty over here. I like those. I like flowers. I've kind of really liked them more as I've been a little bit older. But I admit I don't know the names of a lot of flowers. Like a lot of times I'm like, oh, that's pretty, but I don't know what it is. And then there's answers to the mazes and the puzzles, and then we've got some stuff, some flowers, and more animals. Looks like forest animals. Yeah, really, really like this book. This is really nice. I apologize, I don't remember what the other themes were, but again, I don't know how long they usually carry these or how long they've been there. I don't go to Barnes & Noble, but literally like a few times a year. I just don't go to, it's usually at a mall, and I don't go to a mall too often. So, I don't know how long these have been there, how long they will be there, but I personally recommend it, especially for 12 bucks. You get a lot for $12. Okay, 9 minutes in. I'm just going to talk, I say briefly, right? I don't know if it's hard for me to talk. It's hard for me to talk briefly. So, I went on Saturday, there I go again, January 3rd, and the night before, up in my, maybe it was a sign, right? The night before, let's see if I can get this whole thing in frame, just about, but now you probably can't really read it, but I'm going to leave it sitting there for a minute. Okay, that's going to stay right, and then I'm paranoid that's going to fall over. a video came up on my feed about this paper, and I was curious what it was. They mentioned Barnes& and Noble, and I was like, hey, I'm going to go there tomorrow because, you know, this is Friday night. So I click on it. I haven't watched this lady before. I apologize. I don't remember the channel name. And she starts talking about that Barnes& and Noble is carrying this paper book magazine now, and hers was ocean themed, and I do like ocean stuff. I like ocean animals, but I don't know, I don't, wasn't wanting like a whole book themed by that. Just, I don't feel like, this is not what I was wanting. But I was curious, obviously, what all do you get, and how much does it cost? It is on the expensive side. And so I was like, oh man, but it seems like really good quality, and that's what she was saying. And I'm just like, oh man, I'm going to be so tempted if I end up finding that at Barnes & Noble. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to specifically look for it, but if I happen to see it, happen to see the display, I will look and see what they have. So I was looking for those UK crafting magazines that come with the stamps or the die cuts, the dies. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't know, for my bank account, they didn't have them. They had plenty of crochet magazines. I mean, there was a lot. I know that that has become quite popular. So my thinking is that they were just out. You know, this is literally like, a little over a week after Christmas, and I just think my local Barnes & Noble just didn't have any copies of that magazine at the time. So I kind of was walking around a little bit, and then I see the new and noteworthy, and I see this, you know, they had like 3 or 4 different themes of the paper, and they also had the other one called Flow, and that one was a little cheaper. That one I think was $28, and it was, you know, you didn't get quite as much. And I was like, I didn't really care for the theme personally. That was, you know, it was that one. I don't remember what it was, to be honest. So me and my friend are looking, and we have similar tastes in what we like. And as you can see, I ended up getting the Magical Collection, 180 pages to create and craft with. And when I tell you there is stuff, this thing is stuffed full. And this is what they say that is in here. Includes stationery, bookmarks, stickers, wrapping paper, gift tags, and more. So it is 12 minutes in. So here it is. It says $35. I think with tax I may have paid $40. This was like my New Year's treat. Like, I told myself, I'm like, okay, I really like this. There's a lot of beautiful images in here. And as I've said, I don't go to Barnes & Noble very rarely, so I went ahead. This was my treat. Now, I will be upfront if anyone is interested in getting this. I'm fairly certain AI was used on some of these images. I know there's mixed feelings about it. I'm not personally crazy about AI. It does have its place, but personally, I'm very back and forth on it. But, so I was looking, I just want to give people a heads up just in case if that's something that you're concerned about. So I was looking in, you know, the front here, and it does say, you know, I was looking for like credit or who, you know, they were giving credit to for the images. And it says images, Claire Stevens, Claudia Wolski, Tim Lambert, and Shutterstock. So Shutterstock makes me think that might mean that, you know, that there's AI. I just want to show see if I remember where it's at. As you see, kind of a quick flip through here. That paper though, they're like, these types of images here make me think maybe AI, just the way they look. Obviously I don't know 100%. I'm not 100% certain on that. It's hard for me to show the ones at the top here. But, yeah, I just want to give a heads up on that. But overall, this is a very chunky, beautiful images. I'm thinking about doing a separate video because there's so much in here and this is expensive. So I could understand people wanting to know what all is in here and if it's, you know, worth it to them. I feel like you get a lot of just a nice variety. I'm sorry, I keep thinking that you can see it and you can't really see it very well. But there's the bookmarks, and just I really like it. This is really pretty here on the left, And then I like dragons. I like fantasy animals. You know, there's a lot of punch outs. And there's literally, and I want to do a Renaissance journal, so that's another reason. Sorry if you can hear the train. There's a train not too far from here. This is really pretty. I love dragons. So, ooh, 15 minutes, okay. But yeah, overall, I really think this is just, and then these are envelopes. I'm sorry, this new paper, so it keeps sticking. Just really pretty. So I went with it. I went ahead. This is my, again, oh, and it just feels so good. It does feel like good quality. So who is this? Desk Chair Press looks like who puts this together. So I'm fairly certain I'm going to do a separate video. I'm not going to film that tonight. But yeah, because I mean, I'm sure people have already filmed, you know, if you don't want to wait for me, and you want to go research, definitely go for it. And so you can decide, you know, fully if you want to spend the money, if you feel it's worth it to you. Again, they have, at least right now, I think 2 or 3 other themes too. But I'm excited to go through and do a layout. I mean, they even got, like, I haven't even pulled out and looked at these books in here. There's like, if this is a list journal, I haven't even pulled this out yet because I just got it, and so I haven't had a chance really to go through it. Notes, is this just kind of stuck in here? This is like supposed to be sticky. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you could kind of see that. Oh yeah, okay, there's the, yep, there's, oh, okay, actually that is pretty sticky. Oh man, that's pretty. But yeah, so I'm a little rambly on it because I don't normally spend that much, but I do feel like the paper quality is here, so personally. But yeah, so that, oh gosh, that was very loud. I'm so sorry. That slipped and didn't realize. So sorry about that. But yeah, that is my small, very tiny Barnes & Noble haul because of how much this guy was. But my rambly, informational, hopefully, on these books. So yeah, thanks again so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.